Hey, so I wanted to talk about COVID-19 for just a moment. Because do you remember, some of you may remember, I'm betting that most people do not remember, but in early 2020, I actually called it. I was spot on about it at a time when even Styx Hexenhammer was saying that COVID was going to be this horrible, deadly virus. I called it. I called that it would not be as deadly as the mainstream was saying that it was. Now, I just checked the numbers, and as of, according to the World Health Organization, as of October of this year, October 2023, there are almost 7 million deaths from COVID worldwide. Now, that sounds like a lot. Until you realize that it's been almost 4 years, and it's been almost 3 years since the prediction that 220 million people would be dead actually did not come to fruition. Remember, in 2020, we were told by the mainstream that there would be 220 million people dead from this virus by September of 2020. I predicted that that was bullshit, and it was. It didn't happen. 7 million deaths in 4 years is a lot less than 220 million in 8 months, or however many months it was. It was, I think it was like 6 months, actually. 6 months, yeah, that sounds about right. From March to September. COVID-19 was never that lethal. It never has been very lethal. It might be lethal. It might mutate to a more lethal state at some point in the future, but that's not how it is right now. And actually, according to the World Health Organization, the pandemic is officially over. They declared that earlier this year. So I just wanted to point that out because I remember not a little while ago, it was more than a year ago, someone commented on one of my videos about it, and I had to bring up to them that at that time, less than 1% of the United States population, the equivalent of less than 1% of the United States population had died from COVID in more than a year since the pandemic had begun. And I called it. I totally called it. Even Styx was saying that it was going to be this horrible nightmare fuel thing, and I was telling people not to panic because I knew it wasn't going to be that big a deal. I even gave mathematics to prove it. Now, there was one person who commented before it became apparent that I was right. There was one person called the Eldritch God who commented on one of my videos about COVID, where I gave the official statistics from Johns Hopkins University, and I said that it wasn't going to be that deadly. And this individual posted a bunch of numbers that had nothing to do with what I was talking about, and his numbers were not correct, by the way. His numbers turned out to be wrong. Now, this person apparently has, in the past, done good work. I've seen some of his other stuff, some of his collaborations with other people, and he has done good work in the past. So, I don't know how he messed up so bad on the numbers that he gave me, that he was threatening me with. He was threatening to make a video about my video using a bunch of bullshit numbers that had nothing to do with what I was talking about. I don't know what went wrong with him for that, but if he can look back now, he can see that I was very clearly right. I was right. It wasn't that deadly. Anyway, I called it. this is not the first thing that I have called and I have been right on for in over a year prior to being proven true. I also predicted Trump's presidency in 2016. Actually, I predicted it in 2015, October 2015. I called it. I started guaranteeing Trump's victory in October 2015. And I had to deal with being called crazy for a whole year until Trump won, and then people wanted to know how I knew. And that's a topic for another video. Thank you for watching. Peace.